Hear that subtle music in the background? You hear it?
I like it.
Very, very casual, very comforting on this Thursday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, look at MDH in the building. Either I've done
Hi.
something right or done something very wrong for her to show up. But either way, we're going to take it.
Yeah. It's very random. I like the random, very last minute sort of and then of course I'm always like, hey, do you have a plan? What do you want to talk about? And you're always like, nope. And I'm like,
let's put you out there, right? You know, hey, you gonna get this thing scheduled? Listen, we gonna schedule it when we get back to the house. I'm driving.
I was like, I'm gonna give him a hard time. You gonna schedule this thing? You gonna put this out there? You're just gonna go live? You're gonna schedule it 5 minutes before?
This is gonna be. We show up when we show up. We'll go live. We'll have a conversation about all things you want to talk about, because welcome back to the world of live streaming.
Yeah, I'm kind of slowly easing my way back in, getting my sea legs back, as they say, right? Like just kind of trying to figure it all out again. I'll tell you what, it's interesting because there's a whole process, right? Not only getting used to being present again in this environment, but also your gear and your setup and like remembering things, and like pretty much most stuff's broken if you don't do it for a while. So you have to kind of like set and start over from scratch. I mean, my stuff was literally like in plastic totes. Like it was completely unplugged. Every device, everything was unplugged, gone in totes. So yeah, it's been kind of like, oh yeah, I got to do that. And oh yeah, I got to get that figured out. And oh yeah, I don't know why my other camera won't work. And it's been quite the process. But you know,
I'm gonna say I log onto your stream and I'm just keep giving you a hard time about it. You got cords all in your mouth. You're tripping over light cable.
Yeah.
Just appreciate you being here. We need to keep Mel, on the straight and narrow. Make sure he doesn't hurt herself over there. Stick her finger.
I liked how the other night though, I felt like Chris was keeping you on the straight and narrow. So he's clearly embraced that role. I like it. He's been taking care of you. It looks like so. I'm really happy about that. Yeah,
he's my guy. He is my Descript coach. He is my voice of reason when I come up with wild thoughts in the middle of the night. Hey, we should do this. I should do this. He's like, no.
Descript. I just could never. You guys were talking about that the other night, and that is one app that I tried to love, and I don't know. I just didn't love it. It's capable of doing all kinds of cool things. I just never vibed with the UI. And I'm pretty techie. Like I can figure applications out. For some reason that one, I just couldn't vibe with me. And I just was like, forget it. I'm out. I'm done. So I don't know.
But why is that? Because you think about it. In today's world, now that you're coming back into this creator economy, you've got to create some type of micro content for your audience. No one really wants to sit around and hear us talk for 45, 60 minutes. They want that soundbite of you giving that one nugget, that one gem, or whatever the case. So you got to do it if you want to reach folks where they are.
Yeah.
What's your thought on that?
Yeah, I absolutely am a believer in the trifecta. I was going live. I've gone live twice now, right? Because as we know, it's been a while, over a year or whatever. And so I've been on the channel twice, and I'm just on there tinkering, right? But I was talking about this the other night, the trifecta, right? It's that trifecta aspect of short form, long form, which is like more than 3 minutes. It could be 3 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how much information you need to share, but the pre-recorded video. And then, of course, live, right? And I am a firm believer, if you want to be all in and you want to get the most momentum and the most growth and results, depending on what your goals are, I think you absolutely have to embrace the trifecta, which is short form, long form, or pre-recorded or produced, if you will, in live. I've not necessarily done the greatest job of having that good balance, but I definitely believe in it. I 100% think it matters. So to your point, you have to be able to take some of these, live stream, where we're vibing out either with each other or with our audience. Live is all about building community. It's all about getting to know your community. And you have to be able to sometimes take those nuggets, right? And be able to chop it up and put it into bite-sized micro content, to your point, and publish it over on Reels or on Shorts or whatever. And I do think that because you don't want to lose it. Even though we're here, and our goal when we kind of hang out like this is to do that. It's hanging out, it's engagement, it's raw, it's real, it's not AI, right? Even though you may use AI elements, this is real. This is human to human interaction, which people are craving it right now. But you are going to have those moments that it's like, ooh, that was good. And you want to capture it and you want to put it out there, because the shorts, especially short form content, is at the top of the funnel, right? That's how people are going to kind of discover you.
It really is.
And get it kind of like a taste. So if you're trying to grow, you got to embrace shorts. And then, of course, if you want people to subscribe, in my opinion, you've got to be able to do that long form. And then if you want to get to know your audience and build a community, you got to do live. That's how I feel about the trifecta. I've always believed in it. Never been great at all of it. Live to me is easy. It's always been the easiest. Requires the least amount of work and preparation, and your audience is helping you create the content 90% of the time, because they're the ones asking questions and talking to you, right?
But isn't that weird? Because you think about it. So we're doing the directing, the producing, putting together the event, and you would think that going through the live action was actually the hardest part.
Well, it is for some. It is for some people, because it's scary. Like, to some people, live is scary because it's live. Like,
don't be scared. Don't be scared.
No. Just do it. Embrace it.
What is it? Don't be crappy. Damn, what is it?
No, come on. See, it's been so long.
Dang it.
Hey,
it's been too long.
You can be scrappy, and scrappy doesn't have to be crappy. That's what I always say. And you know what? Be scrappy. Just don't be crappy.
Whatever.
There's a difference.
I don't know why that's not on the t-shirt. Listen, we just here hanging out, y'all. If you guys,
I never made my t-shirt. Don't you be taking that one. That one's mine.
Shout out to
Don't be taking that one.
Feed your face. Hold on, because someone actually
feed yourself first.
Oh, when I got the notification that someone actually bought that, I just said, oh my God, let me. I didn't want to call you, but I wanted to call you.
You didn't listen. You didn't do crap. In fact, all of a sudden I see, like, in my, I don't know, Instagram or something, I see, oh, new merch. It's like, he didn't even text me to say, hey, I'm putting that on a shirt. You said it in the live when I put it in the comments.
Pretty much.
But I was like, he didn't even like ping me to be like, I am doing it, by the way. Here's the shirt. No, I just had to see it like a regular old customer.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Hey, by the way, I have thoughts about that. Oh, there's the merch store. See? There it is.
Look at that. Feed yourself first. My goodness.
And you said you already sold one. Nice.
I'll send it to you in Tito's coupons or something. I don't know.
Tito's
we'll figure
coupons.
It out. The commission for
That's
you.
Hilarious. Live is all about building community. Hey, so by the way, DANG, which is the acronym for the channel. I'm still getting used to that.
Come on, you should know who that is, because he's the guy.
It's Davidson's. I don't see. I can't. It's Davidson's. Hold on, Davidson's something Jim.
All natural.
Thank you.
Real name John.
Very unique channel. A lot of panel discussions and very cool. Great following. Lots of stuff. Very consistent. They do a good job. But this is so he was talking to you about this in the live where you were talking about, should you have ads and monetization turned on
it's John's
during
reason.
the live?
It's his fault because of you.
Yeah. Well, here's
it's
what's
his fault
interesting.
because of you, because he got the thought from you many years ago. And all right, I'm sorry. I don't have monetization turned on lives because of y'all.
Listen, okay, so thank you. Yeah, David's all natural. I'm actually okay. So here's what's interesting. I've been consuming more YouTube content lately. I will say I kind of got off of it for a while, because when I wasn't creating content and I wasn't going live, it was kind of a whole thing. And even being like, I would catch myself logging in or seeing some stuff, and it would create that like feeling of, I'm supposed to be doing that, or I'm supposed to be there. It was almost like watching like a cool party that you weren't a part of because or it's like sitting on the sidelines when you got an injury and you just don't even want to watch the sport because it just, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it felt to me. And so I kind of like stopped watching and logging into YouTube. I mean, I was really avoiding it as much as possible. I would still try to catch some of your shows when I could. Honestly, it was one of the only ones I did, especially, Team No Sleep. But I didn't really understand what you guys were talking about. When you were talking about this in the comments the other day, gosh, it was like a couple weeks ago maybe, about monetization during lives. And I was saying, hey, feed yourself first. For me personally, I think ads are what they are. When we're on the platform, yeah, they're annoying, but hey, the reason we're, content creators are here, you're here, you got to make money. You feed yourself first. That's why I said that. I said, feed yourself first. However, now that I've been watching these lives lately, and somebody talked about this the other day on a different channel, they were talking about the same thing. It was Rob the Maritimer. I don't know if you ever watch his stuff.
No.
He was talking about how he does not have monetization on while he's live, but he turns it on after. And you had mentioned that. You're like, is that what I should do? Well, I'll tell you what, I have been on some lives lately where I'm watching and I will miss, like it literally cuts it off when an ad presents itself. And it's like, it's in the middle of the live. And now that I'm like, ooh, I don't like that at all. So to me now, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah. I say no monetization during the live, unless it's some sort of like crazy long, really long stream, where it's like it's just like one of those weirds. But if it's like you're going to be live for an hour, don't turn monetization on, turn it on after. I think that, again, because the whole point of you being there is serving your community and growing your community. Yeah. And we're sitting there watching it and we're getting cut off by these ads. It's annoying. It's annoying. Now that I've kind of been consuming more and been on some of these lives, I'm like, oh yeah, now I know it. Now I know what they were talking about.
So here's the thing. So that means you don't have YouTube Premium, right? That means you don't pay for YouTube.
No,
okay.
I don't have YouTube Premium. And I think in my comments, I had said to you, people will eventually start paying for it. I think more and more people are abandoning traditional cable and streaming. They're getting their entertainment from the streaming applications. They're coming to YouTube. They're sitting here. Maybe they don't even have YouTube TV, but they're here watching free information, entertaining themselves. Well, eventually they're going to get annoyed by the ads and going to pay a little bit of money for YouTube Premium. So that's why I was saying to you, like, people will eventually just pay for it and then they won't deal with those ads. I don't know that you're there yet. I think it all depends on who you are and who your audience is too. But yeah, I don't know. After that, I was like, man, now I know what they were talking about. I've been experiencing it. So.
Well, I made two choices. So here's what I will do. And it's because, John said, because of you, I guess a conversation that you guys had many years ago. So for lives, as long as I don't forget, I turn monetization, I turn ads off during the lives. And then immediately after I turn it on. However, right now what I still will do, so on the horizontal feed that's going out right now, because we're going out both horizontal and vertical on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Substack. On the horizontal feed, I still have shop items that pop up. So things that are in my merch shop or tech gear and things that pops up, but it's not obstructing the experience. It doesn't.
Very subtle at the bottom.
Yeah, it's very, very subtle, and you can hide it. It doesn't interrupt the stream with ad about weight loss pills or whatever the case may be. There's something that's completely out of. So I understand that.
It's all Tony right now. He's all over everywhere. I don't know why. It's like he's everywhere. He's launching something. He's selling something because he's everywhere right now. It's annoying.
I don't know. See, I'm not that guy. Snake.
No.
Sales.
What we got going on? We got Awesome Fun Things said that they're adding to cart, so maybe you get a second sell on that. Feed yourself first.
Let's take a look. Hold on.
Where's the commission on that? Do I get commission on that? Am I gonna get that?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me? What? We're going to go ahead and end this stream now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what she's speaking of.
Oh my gosh!
And that's Matt. Matt, you have a promo code, sir. I think you have a custom code for whenever you make purchases. So make sure you take advantage.
Is Matt still going live every morning at like 8 a.m.? Remember when he was doing
2 o'clock
that?
in the morning. Matt is on something ridiculous.
Crazy, man.
And I try to catch him, but
he's an animal.
I'm a night owl. Can't do.
He's an animal. So, okay, I want to ask a question, because this whole vertical, so I saw Chris Stone saying, I came from the vertical stream. He said, it looks like all the superstars are over here on the landscape stream. I will be honest with you, now that all these streaming applications are doing this, Mars, multi-aspect, whatever. I don't like the vertical stream at all. And I don't like it. I've never really liked it. I don't like it. It doesn't feel the phone right. The comments, I just don't like it. I rather watch the landscape at the top of my phone, and I can watch and engage in the live comments. So even on my phone, it wants to take me to the vertical by
Yes.
default. Even on my iPad, I think it takes me to the vertical by default, and I always have to be like, no, I don't want this. So like I get out of it, and then I come over, and it is the other thing that I don't love about that multi aspect. It creates two separate streams technically, so you have two separate live comment threads. So to Chris's point, he felt a little lonely over there on the vertical side, and all the comments maybe he said are over here. Doesn't it do that?
So
it separates the commenters too.
there are two separate streams, yeah, but Ecamm actually has a omni-comment mechanism. So it pulls all of the comments from all the locations into
For the viewer?
For if I decide to put them on the screen. So like so his trifecta statement, the mail in the house, like riding a bike, those were on the vertical feed. So no one would have seen that on the horizontal if I hadn't put those on screen.
That's what I mean.
So it is two separate experiences. And so what's interesting about that as well, my camera keeps going out. On the vertical feed, I'm not putting comments on stream because real estate is so much at a premium.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
okay. So for you, the producer, right, really complicated because you have to have these separate settings, and because you're using Ecamm, so you have to customize your what you want that experience to be. But what I'm saying is, for the viewer, for me, the experiencer, if you're on that vertical stream, it looks like nobody's commenting, and half the fun is being in the comments and reading people's live comments, whether they're being displayed or not, and kind of feeling like, again, you're in the room with people, right? So sometimes it's like, oh, it's kind of lonely over here on the vertical side, but everybody's hanging out on the landscape side. So I think this whole multi-aspect streaming thing is still kind of new, and it's interesting. And it'll be interesting to see how it evolves, but also how the user experience evolves with it too. Because for me personally, I hate the vertical. I rather be landscape all day long, because on my phone, I watch it in vertical, but it's at the top and I can see the comments live. Like if you watch it in landscape full screen, you don't see the comments. I don't do that. I do this, and so, but anyway, that's just me. It might be just personal preference, but I don't know. Curious what other people think.
It's more so in the comments, put them in, and we'll talk about it. My view is, I think the vertical is more consumption, quick consumption. Again, I just want to interact. It's like TikTok or what are the kids using, the Snapchats of the world. I don't know. I'm just making things up now.
I hate Snapchat.
But real quick consumption, don't really interact for the most part. But long form, horizontal, that's where all the happening is. Real estate on the screen is at so much of a premium on the vertical side. Like Chris is saying, the vertical, it looks dope. Like it, and the reason being with Ecamm, you have to build it all individually. So with StreamYard, it's dead. It's
not there
simple.
Yet.
But it's so
not
simple.
StreamYard does make it very.
It works right out of the box.
Correct.
Right.
They do it for you, but
think about it.
Yep. They haven't done the mobile optimization yet. Just like websites. If y'all remember when websites, you used to go to a website on your phone and it was like you had to like scroll around the site, like it just didn't quite work. And then everybody started getting on their phones and phones, and then mobile optimization is where it basically every element you see on a site is its own thing, node. If you want to call it a node, call it a node. And then so when you watch on a website, a screen, that's why when you resize your window, it automatically adjusts. And then same thing on a phone. It will automatically, things that maybe were 3 boxes horizontal are now 3 boxes vertical. Right now, the browser applications like StreamYard have not created those layers where they can start to move the elements around. So they're there. So when you go live in Mars with StreamYard, it cuts, like if you throw up a banner, it cuts the banner off. So it's not, but with Ecamm, you can customize all that. So you can make it all work. So Chris made a comment earlier about if Ecamm, it can look really, really good, but it's all about how you design the way you want it to look. So I think it would be cool if Ecamm could come up with like, hey, here's a template that you could just use automatically or something, but whatever.
Chris don't use another $25 word, as we called it a couple of weeks ago, bifurcate.
Yeah. That was funny.
What? I can barely say that.
Big words. If the producer does right, it looks great.
This long comment on the vertical stream right now, it cover somebody's face up, and it wouldn't look right. So I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm actively thinking here. This is multitasking. Y'all who know me know I don't really do well.
You're acting like me. You're acting like me. Like it's like the thought enters the brain and it immediately comes out of the mouth before I even like can sometimes process what's happening. But
there we go.
Yeah, no, hey, actively thinking. I like it. That's why we're doing this, right?
That's
Hey,
why we get
it's
along
your
so
fault.
well.
You didn't have a plan. You said no plan, just show up. I just want to hang out.
Just show up.
Blah, blah, blah.
We'll make sure you're still out
So-
there, you know. Let me see.
Yeah.
I saw some comments coming in. Rich 5. Hold on, Rich, let me show you something. Where's your damn pen? Still work. Well, I'm gonna take you
What?
off camera just for 1 second because
That's fine. Do it. I love it.
Yeah. Get a little AMSR too, right? So
Oh,
nice
look
and
at
package it
that.
up. There you go. One of these days, it won't still be here. One of these days, I'll drop it off at the
Hey,
UPS
didn't
station.
you have that? Didn't you pull that up the other night on a
I
stream?
did, because it's the same story. And Rich, he's so good at reminding me that, James, you're lame.
Yeah, he said it's easier to drink my coffee. Oh wait,
You know, I just need that kind of extra liquidity for funds to ship from the United States to the United Kingdom.
turn monetization on during this live. Might earn enough to ship it over there.
Yeah, see, there we go. I should turn it on right quick. John, don't leave the stream. Don't leave the stream if I do. That's funny.
Hey y'all, we need a super chat so that Rich can get his coffee mug. Can we raise a little money tonight, guys? I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, let me set some
James
super
isn't
chat
gonna
goal.
do it, but I'm gonna be like, let's get some super chats going so that we can ship this coffee mug. Because if you aren't tired of seeing it, I'm tired of seeing it. It's in the
tired of
box.
talking about it.
It's
See?
packed. It's everything but taped shut with the label on it and not on its way. Let's get some super chats going. Let's get Rich his coffee cup right now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Da-ding.
that's my friend right there. That's my. Florence is asking, can you stream unlisted vertical and public horizontal at the same time? And the answer to that is yes. So why would you want to do unlisted vertical? The option is there, so yeah, you can do it. An interesting question.
So to have a gated stream, so a members only stream, or basically, because unlisted means the link is you can still see it if you have the link. Private is no, you got to be in the account. But an unlisted, it's still available for people to see it if they have the link. So if you were like, hey, I'm going live, and if this is a kind of a hack, right? Instead of having a gated community that you're paying for, like Mighty Networks or whatever that you use and whatnot, you could have a community and you could say, I'm going live, and here's your link, y'all. Now, granted, they could share it, whatever, but so if somebody wanted to watch it on their phone versus on a computer, you would have that would be one of the reasons. But it's interesting that
makes sense.
I bet you can't. Yeah, I'm guessing it's all or nothing though. If you are doing this and you're pushing your live out there, you can't have one be public and one be unlisted. I'm sure it's both are the same.
What you can do is have them like maybe 4 destinations going at one time, and you can stop a destination midstream. So that's how I plan to, when the community officially launches, have these streams, these technologies form, go for like 30 minutes for the whole world, and then when we get into real nitty gritty kind of stuff, shut it off on YouTube and only have it going in the community.
Yep. You can do that with that's definitely another way to do it. When you're streaming into those private networks, are you using RTMP? Did you have to use RTMP when you do that?
Yes, I am. I just saw
super chat.
No, don't do the Nick Nimmin thing. I think he's got that copy.
I know.
I
love it. I think it's hilarious.
I think
Cracks
he's
me
got
up
that
every
statement
time.
covered.
We're gonna have to come up with our own.
We will. Appreciate you.
What should we do, y'all, when we get the super chat?
Milk and dance. Do one of your things, your snaps or something. We gotta figure that.
Oh, you know what? I see. That's the other thing. So I still have to remap my sound effects. So in the Stream Deck, because you can have, what's cool about Wavelink is you can have files on your computer, and you can basically have just a button on your Stream Deck play the file, and I haven't remapped those. So I would, if I had it mapped, I would push that button. It would give us that snap. Ooh, I love that snap. That snap is so good. It is so sexy. I love that snap.
I'm gonna need that. Damn.
I love that snap.
We've been waiting on you for months to come back. Now you're back. Come on, we need the snaps. You
can sit direct to buy me a coffee. Oh wait. Okay, so something that's wait, I saw Chris had a question. Let's get to that.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
Should creators then be more focused on fewer platforms and one aspect ratio, maybe to build community? You know how I am about focus. Oh, look at,
I like it. Hey,
oh,
but
no,
speaking of focused,
yeah,
we're struggling with that tonight. Struggling with that.
No one else sees it except you and me.
No, everyone sees it.
You know,
everyone sees it.
I'm gonna say something in a minute. Keep it up. Little focused breathing happening right now because I did some changes here in the studio. So we'll figure that out.
Okay.
We'll fix
right
it.
Now you're right. I still think it could be. So earlier it was, first of all, you've had this issue for a little bit, but earlier he was focusing on his microphone, which is at the bottom of the shot. And then at first I thought it was maybe the glare on your meta glasses. Are those your meta glasses or are those just regulars?
These are just regular fancy glasses. Look
at that. Look at that. We're getting closer and closer to shipping this coffee. Rich, you got to stay on it. He has no excuse now.
That's pretty close to,
Chris, that's a big one, Chris. Thank you.
That's that cast ahead right there.
We're going to have to come up with something for these super chats because I feel like they just might keep coming. I'm not sure. Okay.
The lo-fi music in the background doesn't match the same energy. Is that what you're saying? My little Quincy Jones playing in the background doesn't seem to. Okay.
Quincy Jones. I like it. Oh, we got Irvin.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Irvin Fryer's in the building. Goodness.
Hello.
Let me sit up straight. We got.
Right, I know. Now it's like pressure's on, man. Gosh. Okay, we have to be good.
Yeah.
We have to be smart. Man, I'll tell you what. Irving's shot, all his stuff looks so good. I like sometimes when I just need a little inspiration on because I've been working on this. I painted this wall. This is a new space for me. I'm down in my basement, but I always go to his stuff. I'm like, okay, I love that look. I go to yours too, James, by the way, but I'm like, man, it just looks so good. It always looks so good. It really does. Very, very, very high production level. Very, very big fan. Huge fan for sure. Fry Eagle. Why has he got to be like that?
I think that was a slip of the thumb there.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Ooh, who's Chris's team? Who's Chris's team?
He's Lions. He's Detroit Lions.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's upset too. We're all upset. No one expected whoever to be in Santa Clara next couple of weeks to be there, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I don't really feel as sorry for anyone as I do me and my Colts community because the way we started this season and just the way it just fell apart like that, it was I don't even know how to, you're talking like the even because I've got tickets and I'm like, it just was like, we were all like, this is our year. It's going to be fun. We're actually going to come to all the games at the end of the season too. Oh man, it was rough. So rough. But anyway, that's a different show.
That's a different show. Come back next Wednesday. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the Ursay family. Good family.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't really answer his question, did we?
You just glazed over it there, right? And now John's asking about the same type of thing. So let's talk about it.
No, you said focus, and I got distracted. My ADD focused on your lack of focus and all the things, and then Irving showed up, and we got nervous, and we were like, okay, now what? And now we lost focus. So let's get focused again and get back to the question.
Ladies first.
Okay, so I actually think that's I think this is a question that does require a little bit of strategy thought. And what I mean by that is it kind of just depends on the kind of community you're building and where you are. I think that the multi-aspect ratio in spreading your wings a little bit, do you like that?
I did like that.
So spreading your wings a little bit like an eagle. I think you do sometimes have to kind of figure out where is your community, where are your people. And sometimes you got to cast that net a little wide. And then when you start to figure out what people's style, like what they like, what they react to. Then you can start to kind of, in my opinion, start to hone in and, narrow the focus, if you will, like Chris said. But I think like if you're just kind of figuring it out, you got to just be wide with it all. Just go try, experiment, do it all, regardless of like, you don't know what your focus is yet. That's the point. So, however, I think if you're a mature channel and you feel like you're ready to, create more exclusivity with your community, then yes, I think he's right. You say, hey, look, this is my platform. This is where I do it. This is how I do it. You want to come along for a ride? Come along for the ride. In fact, I was watching, I don't know if you guys know who Emily Baker is, but she used to be a lawyer, and she does live streams where she watches like the live, court hearings and things like real, pop culture style.
Okay.
And she literally will sit there and she commentates the whole time. She was live last night at like when you guys were done, when you and Montel were done, she was still live, and she was live. She will do hours of live streams. She'll take a quick break to eat like lunch. She'll come right back, but she's live the whole time. Here's what's crazy about her. When she started doing this, I think it was during the pandemic, she started doing it. She'd have 50 to 100 people on her lives. Last night, 18,000 live viewers.
Wow.
18,000 live viewers. She uses StreamYard. She keeps it simple. Nothing fancy in her streams at all. Just her talking. 18,000 live viewers on YouTube. So I'm pretty sure Emily isn't like, I'm going to go live on Instagram and I'm going to multi-stream to Facebook and no, she's like, here's where I am. She obviously has a team of people that moderates and all that. But like the comments are just like, she can barely interact with anybody live. Really, it's all just for people to feel like they belong to something. She used to pull comments up and answer questions, and like she can't even do that anymore because it's so much. She gets super chats and she might pull some of those up every once in a while. But I was literally like, that's a perfect example of somebody who she used to multi-stream to, but now, I mean, it's like she doesn't need to. She's like, this is where I'm showing up. You want to come along and be a part of my party? You are welcome to be here. But this is the way I do it and where I do it and how I do it. So to answer Chris's question, I just kind of think it depends on where you are and what your goals are.
I like that mentality, and I'm starting to personally as well get to a point where it's better to, instead of try to spread too thin. So I would have this also going to Instagram, but Instagram doesn't really consume long form content well. It's the quick short hits, and I can pull comments in and have them all show up as well. But trying to meet people where they are on the platforms in the way that they want to be met. I'm always going to be on YouTube because that's just where it is, and that's where my second biggest community is. I'll always be on Twitter because that's where my largest community is. So I've got love for that.
Did you
platform.
we don't call it X, do we?
Never know.
You said
Never call it X. It's always going to be Twitter. I'm a Jack Dorsey guy, so it'll always be Twitter.
So, okay, the Instagram thing, I don't like, honestly, the quality of live content on Instagram has always been junk. The audio is always junk. It's so bad. Like I can barely watch anything live, even people I love and adore. I can't. It's the quality is so bad. The application is not conducive. They've not done it. They've not figured it out. It's just terrible. I think that regardless of what application you're using to push over there, you could be using your raw phone. It's always bad. And I just think it's always been bad. And you're right. I don't think that maybe if they improved the user experience, people would maybe start to, because there are people that don't come to YouTube. They just do everything on Instagram. Maybe they would consume that long form content. But honestly, if it's crap content, because it's the way it's making it or, displaying it, it's not a good experience. The other thing is like the comments and the stuff shows up, it covers everybody's face. It's just not a good user experience in my opinion, which is I think why nobody really enjoys live content over there. Although people are doing it all the time because I get the notifications. But to your point, you're like, no, this is where I'm at.
Well, that's where I want to be. Right. So that's also one reason why I don't like going to Instagram, because I don't like the push notification going out to the thousands of however many people that are following you. I want to control that. I still like to have the control. I don't want everyone to know every single moment. So for me, I spun up a whole nother Instagram account that will be Hicks New Media stuff, and James Hicks will just be, again, personal stuff. I'm going to
Yeah.
LA this week. There'll be pictures of that. There won't be any of this stuff. There'll be probably some clips and some shorts and some reels and things of that nature, but separating church and state.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I got a fresh topic regarding that.
Shoot. Come on. Let me my pens
Facebook.
at.
So Facebook, I know people have a love-hate relationship with Facebook, but hey, Facebook's got it now where you have to make a choice, professional mode or personal mode. Have you gotten all that? Today was the day.
I'm on professional mode, but me and Meta don't get along very well. So anything
Hey,
they do,
but here's what's interesting. I've been thinking about this. So by the way, just so y'all know, if you're on Facebook, if you have an account and you're not there very often, you were defaulted to professional mode today. If you don't change, you could change it. But the difference is that if somebody before it was like, when you'd get a friend request and you're like, I don't know who that person is, and you ignore it. Well, guess what? Because they friend requested you, are following you. And if you have any public post, it might show up in their feed. It's just like them liking a business page, right? Well, now that goes away. So any of these people that friend requested you or decided to follow your personal profile at some point, if you're on personal mode, that is gone. They will not see anything that you post in their feed unless they seek it out, and it has to be a public post. So let's talk about the value in this, right? Because I started thinking about that and I thought, well, I have a lot of followers on my personal profile, and I don't know how I feel about but then I started thinking about it and I thought, if I really want to grow an audience, I shouldn't be using my personal profile for that. I have a business page.
Yeah.
So I started thinking about it and I thought, you know what? All those people are, let's think about this. If you really are in this to be a business or be a thought leader and monetize your thought leadership, you should be doing that with a professional page on Facebook, as annoying as Facebook is. But you really shouldn't be using your personal profile. In fact, it's always been against Facebook's guidelines to use your personal profile to make money. But there's too many loopholes because it's Meta and it's a terrible structure. However, this is one of their steps in that direction, obviously, to try to delineate this and to create that line.
Word. Oh.
So if you think about it, James, you're like, no, I'm going to stay on professional mode.
Yeah.
Well, what you just said about your Instagram kind of contradicts what you just said about keeping professional mode turned on for Facebook. I'm just saying. Let's think about that for a minute.
No. So I made a Hicks New Media Instagram account that's only going to have professional stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a Hicks New Media Facebook profile?
Yes.
Boom.
Put it in the bucket and send it to God. Whew, had to make sure I'm clear there, And yes, we are. Oh yeah, we are live over on that page right now. So we're not live on my personal Facebook page.
No.
We're live on the Hicks New Media brand page. Right?
No, you're not. So here's the deal. You kind of have to have one of those moments. I'm not saying that you're having this moment, but we all have stalkers. It could be exes.
I've had some stalkers.
It could. I believe me. I know I've got an ex that likes to look at stuff. But it's like, what's the point? If you didn't accept their friendship, what's the point? Do you still want them to linger? What are you really doing? So I literally was like, turn that professional mode off. If I really want to use Facebook to grow an audience for me, the professional version of me and not the mom to Addie and all that stuff, then I should probably be doing that in a different way. So to me, I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do at first because I was like, wait, what does this mean? And then once I really started to understand it, I was like, yeah, no, we're done. We're done with that. We're personal mode.
We go.
So all those people that didn't get the accept on my friend request, they're going to have to work harder to stalk me, I guess. So I don't know. Not that they're stalking, but
some are.
Whatever.
Some people
just don't understand. I think some people just, don't get the rules of engagement of social media. There's social awkwardness like in person, and then there's social awkwardness with social media too. So
but that could be a whole conversation in and of itself right there, because
yeah.
How much time we got, right? Because you think about it, we tell folks to do a couple of things from the creator's side. We tell folks, hey, we'd love you to like, we'd love you to share, we'd love you to subscribe. But subscribe kind of connotates that you have to pay, right? We're trying to tell the platform that this is great content because Mel is looking at it, so she's liking, she's subscribing, she's sharing, and that just helps with getting the word out. It doesn't cost anybody anything but time. It is you don't have to dig in your pocket to do those actions. But again, most folks, the common person who doesn't know about this business piece, thinks that they have to pay to actually subscribe to something. So we have to have that conversation to educate the audience. And sometimes, a lot of times that can be, I get tired of doing it.
Right? Well, okay.
At times it just gets to a point where like
it's not your job and it's not your content. So sitting there and being like, hey all, if you really like this, I want you to subscribe. By the way, let me educate you for 30 seconds on what it really is to subscribe. That's not your content. That's not your job. So honestly, here's the thing I say about that. First of all, you could disagree. I'm not disagreeing with you at all, by the way. I'm just saying.
Don't disagree with me.
There is a hidden cost of subscribing, and it's different, and it's the new version of cost. Costs are things like time, money, but now there's a cost of social media notifications, distractions, interruptions, right? Disruptions. So when I subscribe to something, guess what? That's another freaking notification showing up that, oh, that person's live. And I don't listen, this is why you're seeing this unsubscribe culture right now, because unsubscribe from emails. I mean, people are saying, I'm sorry, you want a printed receipt? Do you want a printed receipt, a texted receipt, or an email receipt? And I'm like, print that crap right now, because I don't want to get any more crap. Print it and I'm going to recycle it. And then now, of course, for example, I love it at Lowe's. You can click no receipt. I don't want crap. I don't need it. You know why I don't need it? Because I can just go into my Lowe's and I have the receipt. I don't need there's no need for the receipt anymore. Like the need. So, but my point is that people are becoming more protective and guarded about the notifications. And so to subscribe is an investment, in my opinion. You are asking someone, I'm asking you to invest, and the return on your investment is value in the content. So I think that the subscription is going to be harder to get. It's going to continue to be harder to get. And it's going to be something where it used to be join my Facebook group or join my membership.
Yeah.
Now it's, if you want to subscribe and you want to get somebody to subscribe, you got to bring the value. Whereas before it was like, joining a membership, I got to bring the value for you to be a member. No, you got to bring value to just get them to subscribe. And that is a lot higher in the funnel than membership and paying money with stuff. So I think that, again, what our viewers and what we're asking people to do in these actions, we're asking, we got to be earning it. It's harder to earn it more and more because there is more noise out there. It's not even that there's more competition. There's just more noise. And so people are more protective and they're more guarded about these things. So
will that weed out those that are making in the long term, right? Because the folks that are looking for the quick buck, quick recognition, the quick come up, whatever, hopefully that'll weed out those folks that are in the weeds and the noise that aren't really bringing all the value. And those that are left will be the ones that, as I like to say, enlighten, entertain, and educate, provide all three, and give you a reason to like, subscribe, share, and talk about, show up and engage like everyone in this community, right? Like people, we talking to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. You create a culture. Like you're creating a culture in your content. Like online, when you are like what you do, the way you moderate your comments, the way you display, the ones you choose to answer, the ones you choose to go a deep dive with, the ones you choose to joke around with, like you're creating a culture. And what you're doing is you're fostering engagement with your audience, but you're also able to create fostering of engagement with each other. And that's what you have. And that's one of the cool things about your community is like I don't know most of these people, but I know them from the comments and they know me from commenting on your feeds, right? So like that's a really beautiful thing that you only see in live video, by the way, everybody. You don't get back and forth conversation or relatedness or any of that in a comment on a short form or a comment on a pre-recorded video. You only get that culture and community in live. So I think it's just, I'm so passionate, as you know, about live video, and it's just, it's coming back. We're going to see a bigger,
she's over there.
It's coming back. I mean, it's like, I think it was kind of cool and fun. It was always cool and fun. And then the pandemic happened and it blew up, and then everybody got annoyed with it. It's coming back because everybody's starving for authenticity, and they're starving for connection. They're starving for it right now. And so again, you create the culture and the connections through it yourself, and the way that you foster that environment. And you do a great job, James. You really do one of the best jobs that I see out there, kind of creating and bringing people together. You bring people together. It's really cool.
I appreciate that. And we've got someone in the comments who he's sitting there, he's waiting. And this is an inside joke. But again, Rich Vibes is there. He's a DJ in the UK. He's the guy waiting for the for the mug. So I'm gonna do this for him.
My mind's telling me no.
That's all we're gonna do. We just gonna play one bar right there, so we don't go to jail. But I just play that right there, and that's now, Rich. You can go enjoy your evening. Again, it's an inside joke.
I like it. I like a good.
For you there.
Hey, I like it. I like a good inside joke with your people, man.
Let me put my Quincy Jones back on. That's what we're gonna play. Roger, so the folks that are jumping in are some old school cats like I used to work with who know good, bad, and ugly stories about me from professional world and all that. So Mr. Schreiber's a good man. Golly, I think I owe him money. Okay. Anyway,
do we need more super chats? Oh boy.
I need to, I'm gonna write that down because I do need
y'all. I thought James was doing well, but man, it's like I thought he was doing really well, but woo, man, I don't know. Maybe this keep it simple thing is all on purpose. I'm not sure. Maybe we need some super chats, y'all.
Hold on,
James? Do you need some help? Do you need some help?
Hold on. So shipping costs from California to the UK.
Hey, you made the commitment.
I did, and I owe two people something. So hold on, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and bring up the old.
Are you doing Epidemic Sound, by the way? Is that what you're listening to?
No. Holy.
Oh.
So FedEx International Priority is $50. No. Oh, here we go. Look, there it is. USPS Priority Mail. That's what it was. I went there and I was going to give it to them at the post office. Oh yeah, I got a box I need to ship over. $83.95. Shit.
Dang, you could probably pay somebody in Europe to just slap a sticker on a mug for cheaper.
We got to keep going. We got to get to $83.95.
We definitely need some more super chats, y'all. Okay, if you're just now joining us, here's what we need. We need like $2. We need like $2 a person, and then James can ship this dang mug that he keeps pulling up. It's in the box. It's packed. It's even got the like protective packaging. Yeah, let's see it again, James. Let's see it.
Oh, it's
it's ready. It's ready to go. It's got the stuff in the mug. It's in the mug. You don't even need. It's not glass, James. It's not glass.
But it's ceramic, I think.
Oh,
and it's a limited edition too. So, yeah. The stuff I made.
Did you sign it? Did you sign it?
Oh,
I mean, for all this work and effort, you might want to autograph that thing.
I should sign it. I should.
On the bottom, sign it.
Okay, yeah. You know what? There'll be something else in the box too, Rich. But yeah, these are limited edition because they're not on the store anymore. So you can't. Get them anymore.
It's like my creator T-shirt that is completely faded, and it's not really pink red anymore. It's got a blue hue to it because somebody.
With me.
Washed some blue jeans with it. It wasn't me, and it wasn't my daughter. But that person isn't doing laundry anymore over here.
They gone.
But my point is, it's my favorite shirt, and it is a limited edition. It's gone. I don't think it's on the store anymore.
No, not. Things.
R.I.P. creators.
Cycle out. So
it's okay. I love that shirt. I still wear it. I just can't really wear it like fashionably anymore. It's struggling. It's okay.
You can't wear that to Lowe's. They'll look at you like.
No, I can wear it to Lowe's. I can wear whatever I want to Lowe's. Now Lowe's corporate. No, I'm probably not going to show up in that shirt. But I'm gonna go into. I go into that store the other day. I went in there. Addie goes, "Mom, there is paint on your butt." I said, yeah, and I'm going to go buy another paint can. I don't really care. I'm still in my paint clothes because I was painting this. And I was like, she goes, Mom, there's paint on your butt. I was like, what's your point? I'm going to Lowe's to get more paint. I don't care.
Everyone else has it on
it's
them
all
too.
good. It's all good. It's no big deal. It's all good. I'm part of the brand.
And you fitting in. Irvin is saying, look, live is where it's at. He hates recording shows, goes live. And see, his shows are very engaging too, right? Because he'll have the Friar Ministries going. I'm gonna put all your business out in the street, brother. I mean, he has the Friar Ministries going, so he's engaging with his community on all the platforms. It makes sense for him to go live on all the platforms because, again, I think 90% of his community for Friar Ministries is probably on Facebook. So it makes sense to meet them there and still do something on YouTube. But when on the Friar Place, when he does that, he's got athletes, he's got nutritionists, he's got life coaches, and so he has that discussion with them, the one-on-one conversation. But anytime somebody in the comments chimes in too, he can bring that on. So, and you can't do that. Yeah, we could do all of the stuff behind the scenes. We could do the production. We can change it from. We can take out all the filler words. We can do all the other stuff in post-production from a recording perspective. But we miss all of this comment then. We miss all of this engagement and interaction. We miss any errors that may happen. If the internet goes, sometimes I hope problems do occur just so people can say and see that, things do go wrong for someone who is pretty well prepared for it and how we deal with it. Yeah.
No, I think it makes them more human. It makes them real. I mean, everybody's real. Everybody's human. I saw that comment. There's paint on your car. It was dried paint. It was from a previous project, by the way. So it was old paint. It wasn't even the same paint. But I think that that's the other thing I like about live is that it was interesting because somebody was asking me this question on my stream the other night. They were they were just saying, we do vlog style videos. We're not really sure live makes sense. Like we're, people. And I said, I disagree. And here's why. So people that really like that vlog style, the whole kind of come along with me, I'm on a journey. Like I love it. There's a whole vibe with that. And I think it's really, really great. And if you have a really big following of people that like that style of video, and then all of a sudden you pop up with a live video, that's like literally me walking into a coffee shop and like there's a celebrity that I know and like right there ordering coffee. Like it makes me, I'm like, you're catching them. It's like, wait, this isn't recorded. It's not produced. It's not edited. They are here live, raw, like in the flesh. It's what it feels like. And you have an opportunity to talk to them. Now, not everybody's going to respond because depending, like if you're like Emily Baker, she's got 18,000 viewers. Like she may not even see your comment because it's like, it's gone. But my point is that to see somebody every once in a while pop in live, it's like, it feels special. So again, I just think there's,
and I learned this from you. So I'm gonna give you these flowers, learning people's real names outside of their screen names.
Yep.
Right,
Love
by
doing
actually
that.
again meeting folks and knowing who they are. So John, right, and those that type of thing. So
and I think that's the beauty of like when you have a smaller audience, you can get more intimate with that audience. And it's like that's when you go deep with those people. And I actually, it's funny, the piece of furniture's over there, but there's a drawer and I have a note card where I was writing people's names. Like I would write their channel, I'd write their name, and like I literally know their names. And to this day, I know their names. And when they chime, sometimes they'll pop in. I'm like, I know that person's name, because for me, that's what it was all about. It was all about just getting closer to people. And, I think that even if you have a small audience, you can do things with that and you can really give them all the love that you can. Again, I'm going to use her as an example again. Like Emily Baker used to pull comments up and talk to her audience. She can't now because she's 18,000 viewers live. I mean, like she needs, I'm like, when is a network going to pick her up? You know what I mean? Like that's like big stuff. That's major. And so it's like, she can no longer do that. She can no longer be that intimate now unless she there she is. Yes. Thank you. That's it. Unless she creates a gated community. She may be like, all right, if you want to talk to me, you got to pay to be in the room, right? It's like, I remember I was a big Reba McEntire fan. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, James, but new fun fact about Mel is grew up a huge Reba McEntire fan, literally from the age of about 13 on, joined her VIP club. She had a VIP club. You paid it was like $50 a year. It was like nothing. But what that got me was, some autograph thing she'd send every year. I got a Christmas card. Again, it was nothing. She didn't sign it. But what it did get me is that if you went to one of her concerts and you were in her VIP club, after the concert, you got to stay after for a Q&A with Reba.
Look at that.
And so I got to stay after. Yeah. And I remember doing it. My parents took me to the concert. My very first concert was at Deer Creek, and we still call it Deer Creek here in Indiana. It's sponsored now, but back in the day, it's Deer Creek. It's always Deer Creek. Went to the concert. My parents had to stay out in the thing. They convinced people, like, look, our daughter's in there. She's 13. And I sat there, and I was sitting next to these people I didn't even know. And there's Reba, and she's taking Q&As from the crowd, and people have stuff for her and gifts, and there was like a ton of us, but like I paid for that. So it's the same thing. It's like, hey, I got this special experience. And that's what this is. The world has not changed. People's desires and behaviors have not changed. It's just the way we do it has changed. So humans are still humans. So like my point is that Emily, and I think she does, I actually think she has an app now. I think she has an app that you can pay for membership to. But anyway, I think it's fascinating.
Let's take a look. We're going the Nerd Law app.
She's pretty cool. I'm telling you, she's cool. Yeah. She's got her own app. And this chick used to be an attorney, and she started going live and doing, I don't even know why or how it started, but I know that it was not that big at first, and she got big real quick. So she covers like pop culture trials, like the Karen Reed trial. Yeah, there you go. What is that? $10 a month?
$10 a month, $108 a year. She's on the same platform that I'm launching. So I know.
Mighty. Yeah.
I know what she's doing. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and I think that anyway, she's cool. She's very cool. She's very real. It's just, for me, it's been interesting to see her journey go from just what it is. It's fascinating. So yeah, I mean, it could be anybody, right? Who knew, right? Here, she's just some attorney with purple hair who started live streaming, and look at her now. She's a badass.
Well, I can't do the hair thing. You got the hair thing, right? Even Irvin said, he likes your hair.
I know.
But
I know. I've thought about growing it back out. It's part of the brand at this point. Yeah, it's part of it.
What are you gonna do? That's a good move, though. I like that. I'm not gonna subscribe. I'm not gonna buy the app. I may look at some of her stuff, because I was actually doing this the other night. I was looking at Netflix, and I saw the podcast tab pop up.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this last night. Talk to me about this.
I don't like it at all, because long story short, there's a whole bunch of podcasts on there, sports related. We were talking about this on Tea No Sleep, and the fact that production value for the ones that are listed there on Netflix look like trash.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Right. I looked at them, and then I put ours up on the screen, up on the big TV, and said, damn, we 4K, boom, we got animation, we got quality content. So it's not just the look and the feel, it's the emotion piece there as well. How do we pack it? I literally wrote this down last night. How do I bundle market the catalog of content for both Tea No Sleep and the Technologist Forum? Because I'm not sure, and not throwing shade at anybody. No, there's got to be a way to, with all this catalog, all this content that we have, that a lot of us creators have, cast ahead. So what Florence has, what Chris has, what you have, there's got to be a way to bundle this stuff together and get on some other platforms to get more visibility. It's not always about the revenue piece. I'm just looking at spreading the word, spreading the message, growing the community, having more engaging conversation. I love doing this. I love the fact of just sharing the story. I could care almost less about the dollars and cents side. I just think, again, there should be more quality content that's above the noise, like we talked about earlier.
I totally agree. Like, I think that the money part is just another form of measurement, if you really think about it. Like, it's just another form of feedback, right? Like, if people are willing to pay, it's feedback. So yeah, I know. I think a lot of people do it for the money, and a lot of people they're making a business of it. Like, it is their business. Like, it is their soul. That's what they do. But if you can remove the emotion of the need for the money, then you can look at it as it's just another form of feedback. Because if someone's willing to give you money for your content or what you're doing, whether it be in multiple formats, whether it be a membership from a viewer, or whether it be a sponsor who says, I believe so much in what you're doing, I want to sponsor what you're doing, or an affiliate that says, you are so good at XYZ, we want you to pay you to help us, like, that's just feedback. It's just more signals towards you that you're going in the right direction. And follow the money. Well, not all money is the same, right? So you might be, again, you might be selling out. You might be selling out, and it's feedback, but is it the feedback you want? Is it from the right people? So,
True.
I think there's a lot of things you got to think about when it comes to some of that stuff. And when I think about what you were talking about with like the quality of the content and the production value and whatnot, listen, I will tell you, like, I mean, you know how I feel about Team No Sleep, you and Montel, what you guys do and what you're talking about. I think I have been saying this for years, that what you guys do and the stuff you talk about, man, it belongs somewhere. And it reminds me of Pat McAfee. If you think about Pat McAfee and why he started live streaming, it's because everybody said no. People basically, he's like, fine, I'm just going to go make my own thing.
Yeah.
And he just started doing this thing in YouTube. It's in some church. Like, all that's filmed in like an old church he bought. Like, literally, he just decided to start creating this show because he's like, I can do it. No, everyone who wanted to offer him money said on these terms, you got to do this. You got to. He said, no, I want to do it my way. So he said, screw y'all. And he went and created his own thing. And now look at him.
Yeah.
Now look at Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him. I mean, even ESPN for years resisted bringing him on. Like, it's just, and now he is like, he went and said, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to stay authentic. I'm going to stay true to myself. And he just started creating these live streams. And then all of a sudden, it was on YouTube. And all of a sudden, like, you'd be at the airport and it's like, wait, they're showing this in the sports bar. Like, how? Like, it's on YouTube. Like, so all of a sudden, everybody else is like, we need to give this guy a deal because everybody's just streaming it for free. You know what I mean? So, like, anyway, my point is like, it can work. Like, you go create it and they will come. But where I'm going with this is, if you watch the Pat McAfee show today and you watched it when he started, it's not any different. He hasn't upgraded anything. I mean, nothing's changed. Like, if you really look at his show from even I can't remember his name. The guy he does it with him, the guy he always has on there with him, he's still using the same crappy webcam with the bookshelf behind him. And it's like, I'm like, it's probably a Logitech 920, like, I don't know. But it's just, my point is like, these guys haven't changed anything. So it's not always about the production value. It's not always it's about the content and the energy you bring. So that's just you have, I think, in my opinion, both. We just need to figure out how to get more people to pay attention. And I think that that show, Team No Sleep has a really, really great message, and you guys do. You bring up stuff, you talk about the hard stuff, and it's stuff people need to care about. It's stuff people do care about. It's just, we just got to get you guys out there because it deserves a spot. I've said it from day one.
You are our biggest coach and fan. One of the biggest, I would say. And yeah, some of those conversations have put me in a drunken stupor afterwards because I've just laid on the floor.
They're hard. Well, it's hard stuff. Or it gets deeper than you don't know. Like, especially when you guys have had guests on, like, it gets deep, and you can't. That's another thing. Like, you have a guest on a show, it's like, you can't always control your guests, and so you got to be ready for that. Like, and you're right. You guys have had some really deep conversations on that show, but they're needed. They're necessary. They're real.
I'm just letting it marinate. I don't have to stop. I don't have to talk all the time. Just letting that marinate.
I talk too much, so
No.
yeah. You know what? I'm trying to let's embrace a moment of awkward silence while you're not in focus.
See,
I still couldn't. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Can't just sit there.
I couldn't just sit there. I couldn't do it.
Kenny Groom, see you over there on Substack. See you over there. I think.
Can we talk about Substack for a sec, because you mention it all the time.
Well, yeah. Let me. I think I can bring over. Does this work?
Let's talk about Substack for a minute, if you've got some time still.
I've always got time.
Oh, Irving said Eagles got a new offensive coordinator. I did see that. I think I saw that. There's a lot of coaching changes going on in the sports world.
Yeah.
Man, you know what?
Speaking of that, can you talk a little bit about Mr. Gruden? Is that current in terms of what it looks like he turned down a position?
Did he?
Well, it's public knowledge because of what.
Yeah.
Irvin was supposed to have him on his show the other night, and he didn't show because he was interviewing for something to come back to football. But I saw this morning that Gruden turned down a position. I think it was with the Jets. So I wonder if that's who he was interviewing with and decided, I don't want to go. We're just trying to get some tea.
Maybe they didn't offer up enough.
Some tea. Some information. Oh, Best Buy, your package is on the way. Oh, I love it. Okay, sorry.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
No, we'll go into that later. I don't want to put. Well, you were going to bring up let's talk about Substack first. We'll talk about.
Yeah, I want you to talk to me about Substack. Yeah. So you've been mentioning Substack on the streams lately. So let's talk about this. So just break it down for me. Like, I thought, again, not in it, not subscribed to anything. I always thought Substack was like a place where people were writing articles. It was almost like a monetization of blogging, whatever, kind of like Medium. Is that still around? I don't even know if that's still around.
It is, yeah.
So just give me the breakdown. What's the Substack strategy? What you got going on over there? What are you doing?
So Substack is, at its core, it's a newsletter platform. It's similar to Kit, which used to be ConvertKit. It's similar to Beehive. So at its core, it's a newsletter platform, but it's turning really more into a social networking platform because there's integrations with the ability to create a podcast that ties directly into something like a Spotify. You can have the newsletter. You can go live actually both from desktop, RTMP, and also from a mobile device. So I could be sitting in my car and want to go live to my Substack audience, and I can do that from there. So engagement activities around a social community, and they can be freemium, they can be paid for, they can be completely free, whatever the case. So you can specify pricing tiers as well. But at its core, it is the newsletter. So it is the new blog.
So it says Substack, a new economic engine for culture. That's what when I Google it, that's what their web tag is.
I'm common folk. You know,
Substack is the home for great culture. That's what it says. I'm on the website right now.
I don't know about all that. It's the challenge, and the reason I say I don't know about all that is because Substack, it is closed ecosystem. It's almost like Apple versus Android, right? There's not an open API that allows other platforms to easily tie into it. If it's not directed if it's not from Substack down, then that integration doesn't happen. So there's no open API. It just says, like, I don't know, a Notion or WordPress or something else can bubble up into it. That's a challenge for some folks, right? You think about your old mailing list that you may have as well from a MailChimp or whomever the place that you may be using. There are some platforms that can integrate directly, and there's some that you have to export them out and you have to enter them manually. But if you're just now starting and you want to create a newsletter, you want to start having conversations around a community, you can do that, and it's free. Beehive is very expensive. Kit is somewhat expensive depending on how far or how large your newsletter gets. The reason Substack is free is because they actually take a chunk from your paid subscriptions. It's
it's like Thinkific,
3%,
or
it's either
like
3%
Teachable.
or 10%.
It's like Teachable. They used to be free, but they got a cut of your sales from
Yeah.
your courses.
Well, let
And
me take a
yeah,
look,
that's
'cause
how that.
I've got some
Well,
paid for
okay,
subscribers, and I think
so
it's between 3 and
so it's
5% of that.
when you say newsletter, it's not just email though. Like, there's an app where I can go to my Substack and I can follow people, right? Like I can.
Yes, you can follow
Okay.
people, you can subscribe to people, you can engage with them as well, and you don't have to be necessarily a subscriber of their newsletter. Like Mr. Kenny Groom here, that's still watching us live. I don't recognize the name, but I appreciate you for being here. I'm looking over here because that's where my Substack window is. I don't know if that person is actually subscribed to the platform.
So you can push the stream to Substack, but you can't receive the content from Substack. So like, for example, you can't pull the comments into Ecamm. Is that what you're saying?
Because it's coming off of a RTMP feed.
Yep.
So this is
that makes sense.
this is actually my digital collective.media. This is actually my newsletter on Substack. And at the very top, you see us live right there. These articles are the articles that I've written that tie off into different various topics. This newsletter is all about the business of technology as it relates to consumer and creators. I have another one called the same thing, the Digital Collective on LinkedIn, which is all about enterprise technology. But there's so I keep those separate. But long answer short, yeah, again, creating content. Let me click in here so you can see. I can embed the actual video from YouTube as well. So if you don't want to come to this location on YouTube, you can be a subscriber on Substack and you can watch, listen, because I transcribe the entire thing. And look at that. There's
Matt.
Why is he mad? What is he mad about? Look at that face.
Look at you.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Got shaven face, no hat on. It's like you had a business meeting that day.
Pretty much. Probably pretending it was a corporate day or something. But another place to have that conversation and to have engagement, and folks can actually chime in as well. You can leave comments, they can share. So it's really good for collaboration, and it's really good for having a strong platform to push out your message. And the fact that the mobile app is not crippled, right? Meaning I can write on the mobile app, I can go live from the mobile app, and I can engage with the community from the mobile app as well. That was a huge benefit for me. And for all of those reasons, I didn't mind having them take a percentage out of folks that did actually pay for the subscription. And the way that I monetize it is all articles go out to everyone. But if you want to comment on an article, you have to be a paid subscriber.
Interesting.
So everyone gets the content on this platform, but if you want to actually chime in and engage and talk and go back and forth, you gotta.
So it's definitely, you're right. It is definitely like its own social media kind of platform. This is definitely so. Okay, I think that when I look at a platform like this, and again, when I think about what's happening in the world, especially with AI and images, and I know you use AI to create a lot of your thumbnails and graphics, which is fine. Like with AI and people becoming even more skeptical. I mean, the problem is also as our world becomes more divided and as the news and politics becomes more polarizing, we're seeing more and more AI and we're seeing more distrust, right? You see images get shared and it's like, that's not real, that's fake, that's actually fake. And it's getting shared millions of times and creating the wrong narrative. So people are becoming more and more sensitive to these things. So my point is even more important for you to go live on your Substack so that people know that you are a real person. You're not just some, company using AI information and just making money from it. You're a real human because again, people want to follow humans. People want to follow people. People buy from people. So I think the more you can incorporate and create that realness, the better off. So I love that they've allowed for this live content. I did not know that. That's why when you kept saying we're over on Substack, I'm like, wait. I thought Substack was just like some paid blogging service or something. So, okay, very cool. All right, I'll have to check this out.
I love the fact that you said that, and maybe in some of these posts too, because I typically will write most of my stuff when I'm 35,000 foot in the air.
Yeah,
so I'll get real verbose with it intentionally, so folks don't say he just fed it through, ChatGPT or Perplexity, whatever. Can
you embed like little videos in the articles?
Yes.
Okay, so so here's a cool way you could also add more proof. like just proof, social proof, if you will, you could be like, write something like, okay, yeah. So you could write something and you could have like a little cute little video. I say cute, but you know what I mean?
have
Like
cute video.
just like down and dirty, raw, like phone, whatever. Be like, listen, here's how I feel about this, blah, 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 blah. Like do a video that kind of like what you have there, but it's like you recording it and just be like, listen, and just throw the passion in there, throw the inflection. And then it's also in written format. Maybe most people won't watch the video, but if they click on it and they see it, they're like, this is this guy's real words. This is really how he feels. This isn't just some, him going into some AI thing and saying, write me a cool article about XYZ. So
what's nice about Substack is the fact that you can either do a long form post or you can create what's called a note. And you can create a note that is exactly that as well. So I can just record a video note, or I can do like a carousel, so to speak, with just images and text as well. So you can do both of those, and you're not hindered. You don't have to be on the website. You can be on your mobile phone and do the exact same thing, create that as well.
Yeah.
What's really cool is that this session, since we're live streaming to Substack as well, 5 minutes after we're done, it'll send me social sharing assets. It'll send me 1x1, 9x16 images from this session that I can start sharing out to people as well, automatically.
So it clips them out?
Yeah.
Out. So like everybody, like Opus Clip, all of them are doing this AI. Hey, here's something you should share. Here's a snippet, right? That's cool. It's real cool.
Yeah. Anything that takes steps out of the workflow makes life a little bit easy.
That's so much of where it is. That's so much of where it is. For sure.
John said, James cute. That would definitely be AI. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. No. All right though.
It's funny.
What else
okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
So the lighting, if you could go full shot real quick for me. So this background, right?
Yeah.
Like my scene, my set, we're working on it. It's a work in progress. The dark wall has been a huge impact, but where I struggle is, so even, it doesn't matter what I do. I just have a, moist forehead, whatever. I don't know, oily, whatever. It's not that, it's not even oily, but it always shines. It's got the sheen. So I like the brighter look. So I always like how you look, but like when I get too bright, it creates that hot spot on my head. So, but then it's like, I always think I look good. And then when I see myself on screen after the fact, or because I see it in my YouTube compared to others, like I'm always, and I'm like, dang, the lighting, James's lighting is so perfect. And I know you have higher end lighting than what I'm using. I'm using the Elgato key light, but it's like, I like the simplicity of it, I like the low profile of it. But like, do you think I should bump that up? Is this like a camera thing I need to change? Is it like, did it look fine the way it was? I don't know. What's your feedback, James?
Your camera looks fine, and your lighting actually looks fine as well.
Okay, because if I go too bright, then it changes everything back there too.
Maybe something like an underlight or something maybe from the desk that
yeah. Do you have
like
one of those?
Highlight.
You have something like that?
It's just a gray beard right there that's bringing out all the extras. So you're not going to have that action.
Right. So the hair light. So my house was built in 1994, and in this basement there's track lighting, and it's perfect. It's amazing. So like it literally ended up, I was like, oh, it's perfect. So like this is not anything fancy. It's literally 1994 track lighting shining on my head. But I did just put in Govee bulbs. So they all have Govee bulbs, so I can change the color. So like that purple back there is from the other track light hanging above me. That's purple. So like it shines back. And again, I don't want the super bright background like I used to have. I kind of want a moodier look, but I still want some color, which is why I like this. The walls are really dark gray, matte finish. And then I just kind of am figuring out. Addison continues to she continues to criticize the lava lamp with the other lamp. She's like, Mom, they just don't go together. Like, I don't know, Addie, I'm just leaving it for now. So So Chris says lighting for Caucasians can be a problem. So this is a true thing. He's right. My wife told me that makeup would help, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's funny. He's right though, because we are unfortunately, privileged, right? But one thing is, man, the lighting in the videos, it's harder for us. It's about the only damn thing. Yep. But it is.
Don't look good on camera.
Unfortunately, but we got to work harder for this. Unfortunately,
work hard for it.
It's not that way.
It's tough out here in these streets to look right. I put on stage like anti-mattifying, anti-shine.
Yeah.
So here's what I started to use lately, because I used to use Color Science, which was stupid expensive. But shouts out to Harry's anti-shine stick. Throw that on.
Yeah.
To keep the.
So I used to put on like something, and it helped. And I think that's a part of it, because it's the hot spot, right? Like I want to be illuminated, but I don't want to like go crazy. So I don't know. Right. I also don't want those big. I know Irving's got the setup, right? Like you do too, if I'm not mistaken. But I just don't want all that. I just want to keep it simple. But I don't know. I'm just dialing it in. I want to like have the illuminated face, but I still want the moody background. So
you can do that with
like you guys.
You do that with the proper grid on your lights too. So it kind of helps control that light output as well, because I've got my lights on, they're at an angle, and they can go much brighter than they are. I've got them down to, I think this one's at like 10%, if that. 6%.
Yeah,
so that's at 6%,
mine's at
and that one's at 10%.
16.
Jeez, I like to break stuff. But then I've got all the practicals behind as well to kind of set that.
Yeah, because you got to keep it kind of subtle, because you want that back stuff to show up, right? So Irving said, "Go big or go home." He's right. He's right. I know.
The real deal, Holyfield in there. So
he got some
real gear.
It's a while ago.
And he always
did
does
like
that back shot, like right before when he's shutting down. He always does that back shot. Look at me. Like
See, that's the thing. I actually love that behind the scenes shot. And so I'm bringing it back. I used to have one. It was not fancy. It was one of my, I always say, don't ever throw away your old webcams, because they're always a use. There's always a use for them. And I used to use that, and it was my behind the scenes, and I freaking loved it. And I did the same thing. I was like, I love the way you could just, as you're getting ready for your show, you just have that behind the scenes. Like there's something about it. It just creates like a connection. And I know it's just cool. It's like, all right, we're out, y'all. You play the music, and then he's got that behind the scenes, and he's like still vibing out a little bit, and he's it's a thing, and it's cool. I like it. But yeah, Irving, go big or go home. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And my new mantra is kind of keep it simple. Trying to keep it simple, but man, gas is a real thing. I love stuff. Can't help it.
That's why we're not ready to retire just yet. Yeah, that's why there's multiple streams, right? Multiple streams coming in. So
yeah, and the Substack. That's what I told myself though, as I was kind of get back into this. I said, hey, I wanted to create boundaries, because I do think that it's kind of fun to create like levels for yourself and be like, when I do this, then I get to do this. And so that's I was like, no, you don't need to go buy anything to get back into it. You need to use what you have. It's fine. Get back into it, slowly ease in, and everything you have works just fine. And yes, eventually you can spend money for convenience of improved quality or improved functionality. But right now, what you got's fine. So, there's a few things on my list, but I'm keeping myself real and keeping myself, honest. And I'm like, nope, you didn't earn it yet. You got to earn it. You got to hit your next milestone, and then you can go buy something new if you want to. And it's not about money. It's about, showing up. And for me, it's about showing up in action, because I got the JOB. The JOB is taking care of everything. So
I always tell folks, don't let the 5 to 9 mess with the 9 to 5.
No, it's not. That's the whole thing. That's a big part of why Mel disappeared, because the JOB is a big job, and it's a good job, and I love my job, but it takes a lot. So, but I've been craving this. I've been starving for this again. I've been missing it. So it's been really exciting to get back, and it's an honor to be on the show with you again and do this again and vibe out with you a little bit and chat with everybody. And we had a good audience tonight. We had a really cool bunch of fun people showing up
They didn't
live
show
with
up for
us
me. They
and
just showed
hanging
up
out.
for you. No one. They didn't show up. For me. They're here.
Whatever.
Because
It's your
they're-
stuff. It's your channels.
you know,
Wherever you are. I don't know. At least we're not on OnlyFans. That's all I'm saying. We better not be. Who was it that brought that up in the first place? Was it Chris that brought it up? Because that was so funny. Because hey,
can't
if
with
we
y'all.
are, I better be getting a cut of that if we are. I'm okay about the sweatshirt and you stealing my, but man, if we're over there, I better be getting something.
We are definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just seeing him. He's just chiming in, but okay, we'll leave that alone. We're gonna move on right there. There it is. Welcome back, Mel. You, as I tell folks, some folks, but you have keys to the front door. You can show up anytime. So
yeah, I appreciate that.
Matter.
I love you so much, James. God, I love you. I love you. I love your support. You're always there. You've been such a good friend to me. Always there when I reach out, and just I love being able to kind of geek out with you about all the fun stuff that we do, and it's just fun. This is another perfect way for me to energize me on getting back. So again, I'm calling it the awkward comeback of 2026 because there's no objective, there's no goal. I literally am like, I just want to get back out there, and I don't want to have any pressure from the audience or from myself on why. I just want to be out here again. I want to be in the fun. I want to be having the fun again, and that's what we're doing. So we got to update it all. We got to update the branding because it's, I got a list. I've got my list. As I think about stuff and I let myself get a little overwhelmed, I say, no, put it on the list. You'll get to it. But, I want to get back to the podcast. I want to do the video podcasting, and I want to go deep. I want to do the deep stuff because I love teaching people tech, and I'll still do it, but I want to talk about helping people get out of their own way, and especially women. I love to help women believe in themselves, and that's the goal. So I just got to get back to it. So I'm not really creating any certain real reason other than just I want to do it. I want to have fun while I'm doing it. So that's the goal. That's what we're going to do. So if you're here for it, come join me. No promises, no commitments. Just it's going to be scrappy, but it's not going to be crappy. I can promise you that.
Damn. I got nothing to say after that, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious. It's gonna be scrappy, but it's not gonna be crappy. My God.
Never.
MDH, appreciate you, my friend. This is what we do. We came through. We said we were gonna just hang out, vibe a little bit. I'm still drinking coffee, but I'm going to switch now.
Yes. And we didn't have any agenda.
No.
And like it was perfect. I loved this conversation. I think it just goes to show
you were nervous,
that
though. You were like,
I wasn't. No, because I've done it. Listen, I've done it enough with you. The only thing that really ticks me off is when you're like, all right, take us away, or tell us what we're talking about. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Your damn show. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? So it's like every time I'm like, yeah. So I have no idea what he wants me to do right now. But like now I just know. But like at the same time, legit, like you and I think have become such good friends, and we've all been doing this so long in your community and everything. Again, that goes back to the community you've created. Like we have enough to talk about. I loved this conversation tonight. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Again, this is just so fun to just be here and be doing this. So, and your people are so great. Like, look, you
just got a speaking gig. You've just been invited officially to the fireplace.
Oh, Irving!
I will get you his contact information when we log off. You have been officially invited to hang out with.
That is
Mr. Eagles.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I love it.
I
love you.
Versus the Eagles.
Hey,
I love you too.
Yeah, James, why don't you take us away? I'm not gonna even let myself be put in that vulnerable position. So, Mr. Hicks,
because I normally do that, right? I tell everyone else, take us home.
Yeah, why don't you take us away, Mr. Focus?
There we go.
Focus in. Let's go.
Mr. Focus, he's trying to make fun. I'm gonna fix my breathing action here. I know why it's happening.
I know you will.
I will fix that in like 10 minutes as well. Listen, this is what we do, y'all. Right, we come, we enlighten, entertain, educate. If you found value in this conversation, let me know. If you did not find value in this conversation, still let me know. That's Melanie Diane, y'all. I'll put the link up. You need to follow her. You need to make sure that you support her as well. She's doing big things, and she's really good people. And people on the comments agree with me. See y'all next week. Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah.
Tonight's Thursday.
Yep. Thursday. Wednesday, the other show. Who knows what else is going to be happening? If I can give Melanie
He'll have
back
it all
on,
scheduled, everybody. You're all good. He'll have
it's
it all
all written
scheduled.
down somewhere. Don't worry
Yep.
about it. Just, do like the YouTubers
You'll
say,
get the
like, subscribe,
notifications.
and do all that thing. All right, we out.